Vikings are hot. The big question is, can they catch those damn Lions? All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm Onebar with Lupagus. A very happy last few episodes. Vikings are just on a tear. Confidence is high to the point where we can actually ask ourselves, can the Vikings catch the Lions to win North?
Can they do it? And it's, it's even amazing. We're even talking about it with the Vikings 0-3 start, the Lions fast start. But here we are, Vikings. You can smell that Lion ass just slightly ahead of us on the rungs of the NFC North ladder. But before we do, hit the subscribe button. It's going to feel so damn good.
Hit that sub button. Do it hot and heavy. You'll just get so sick of us. It will be great.
It'll be awesome. We won't get sick of you though.
The Lions ass just smells like a hungover Monday morning ass. It's horrible. We want to get up above it so we do not smell that anymore. So the Lions 7-2, Vikings 6-4. We're 2 games back. Yeah. So I figured the best place to start is let's look at the Vikings schedule first.
Let's do it. Yeah. And you look at this thing, I mean, those first 3 games all just scream very, very winnable. Like you expect the Vikings to win those games, right? So 9-4, I mean, really, it almost looks like a given at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I got to be honest, and I'm not going to. We'll talk about that this week. But the Broncos game kind of scares me a little bit. They're coming back a little bit, and I don't like that. So we should beat them, yes. So let's just go. Let's just say we win the next 3, and we're 9-4. Then we have the Bengals, who have shown that they are a very beatable team as well, even though they are the Bengals. So 10-4.
Yep. And then you get this
last 3.
Yeah, you get this Christmas Eve home game against the Lions. That's going to be a huge ass game. Assuming we do win all these games, we are 10-4. We'll talk about the Lions schedule, but that could be just a ginormous game on Christmas Eve. Back in the day when you used to play Packers on Christmas Eve, and it'd be just for all the marbles.
What a Christmas gift that would be. But let's just so a big part of this is clearly what are we going to do against those 2 Lions games, last 3. Let's just say that the Vikings, they're 9-4 after those first 3. Let's say we split with the Lions. Let's just say what, 11-6. So let's just say we're around 11-6, just spitballing, wherever those losses come, whatever. But let's say we split with the Lions, because that is a big part of this, because the tiebreaker, first off, goes to how you did against the Lions. So if we're tied, if we split, then it goes to what?
I think it goes division record, then it goes into like conference record, and then it's common opponents. So
common opponents, I think whatever it is, but that Lions game is going to be big time. Let's go to the Lions record, the schedule, and you know what? This is just effing as easy.
Yeah,
burns my ass.
There's really not a game here that they should lose. Let's just start with the Bears. That's a win. Packers is a win. The Saints, they're at New Orleans. Maybe step on their dick there, but yeah, it looks like a win. At Chicago, win. Home against Denver, that's a win. Coming to Minnesota, it comes back to this game. But I mean, they're 7-2 right now. So you're looking at 10. I mean, they could be 12-2 by the time they come here on Christmas Eve.
They could be. They could be. They probably should be. I was so mad. I knew their schedule was pretty cake, just like ours. I didn't know it was this cake. But if we went out and we sweep the Lions, the North is ours.
Yeah, which means there's not much room for error. Vikings, you got to win out and sweep the Lions.
There is a chance for us to catch the Lions. We got to sweep the Lions and obviously win all the other games. I mean, realistically, I mean, the Lions got spanked by the Ravens. Who else did they lose to?
They lost to the Seahawks in a close one.
They lost to the Seahawks. So even though that this looks like a cake, the Lions could easily win a game, lose another game. We could lose another game.
Yep.
But then, damn it, we just sweep the Lions.
Yeah, so it's definitely within reach. I mean, the Vikings are staying hot. They're the feel-good story of the NFL. Josh Dobbs playing out of his head. We have everybody hurt. We're still fucking performing every single week. Guys are stepping up. KOC, you can see it, having a ton of fun on the sidelines. The energy, the vibe is great with the Vikings. Let's just keep riding this wave until we wash that dirty Lion ass that's up ahead of us on that ladder.
One thing with the Lions, I know last year they came in hot and won a bunch of games at the end, but they are the Lions. They're a different Lions. I'll give them that. But there's still time for them to have a little bit of a collapse.
Yeah, and one thing that could cause some of their collapse and make them lose some close games, Dan Campbell's not afraid to gamble. He went for it on 4th and 2 in the game yesterday against the Chargers. It worked for him, but what if it doesn't work? What if those plays start backfiring, causing him to lose some games? He's a gambler. So you're talking some close games here with the Lions and some of these games coming up. Maybe they lose a couple of those.
Yeah, so everybody, I put it out there earlier on the message board, like, hey, can we catch the Lions? And everybody, you know what? They're saying yes. And this should give us hope because, again, it comes back to those the last 3 games against Detroit. We're gonna shock the world.
Yeah, I mean, we were actually talking earlier in the season that last game against Detroit might just be a meaningless game, but I think that thing's going to have a lot of meaning, that last game of the season, which is pretty rare with these new schedules.
Vikings got to do their part. They got to win these games that they should win, and it starts with Denver Sunday night. Dobsky, let's go, baby. Let us know in the comments, can we catch the Lions? Do you think we will catch the Lions? And what does lion ass smell like?
It smells probably something like this. The Aztec word for avocado, ajucatel, was the same as the word used for testicle.